All right, Link, now what we got, first I think we'll start off with just riding, because a lot of farriers, a person goes, we've had a lot of accidents over the years, and I get a lot of cards and letters just riding on a parade or whatever. And I think you got several problems when it comes to this, especially with a trailer. If you put the borium on and put a horse in a trailer, it can tear a trailer up, because the borium is actually a tungsten carbide. And let me show a stick of that, and I'll get our camera lady to show a close-up. And if you can see the very end there, you can see there's little granules, looks like little rocks, and around that is actually brazing. So this actually, the brazing holds the tungsten on the shoe. Mm-hmm. So a horse can actually go across steel, or he can go straight up just about on rocks, and he's not going to slide. It just bites in. However, it'll eat that trailer up. So you're kind of caught between, as a farrier, to be able to explain to the horse owner what they need to do. But a lot of the guys, the old-time shoers, or a lot of people, they got a tendency to want to use a heel caulk. A heel caulk on a shoe is fine and dandy on soft ground, but it will not give you traction on flat rocks or in the rocky country. What happens, you get on some rocks with this, you get less traction. But on soft ground, it's fine. On flat ground, soft, so on. But to go in the mountains, or to go on just, say, a parade, and a person wants to go on a parade, what I do is just use borium nails. And so what you can do, I'll show that. The borium nails is the same. It's got a tungsten carbide, and it's brazed on the head of the nail. Now, you can really mess up a hammer. You have to use an old hammer. But what you do is you pull. If you'll hold that for me, Link, and I'll show that. If you take the shoe and you take and you don't even have to take the shoe off the horse, you already got shoes on. Mm-hmm. You pull a toe nail, and then you take and you drive a nail in the toe to replace that. Now, I ain't got a thing out there, but it'd be in the toe, okay? So you would drive that in the toe. It's the wrong size nail for the shoe. But then you would go, it's the same principle, and then you go in both toenails, and then you go in heel nails. So that way you got traction for a parade or something like that. And these don't do as much damage. In other words, if you're just going on a trail ride or a short distance, you throw some shavings in the trailer or a little bit of dirt, and then, you can get out there and use these. However, this is just for light riding or a trail ride. This borium, we did a lot of research how long it stays on. It doesn't stay on very long, but it'll get you through a parade or anything, like keep the horse from slipping and falling and hurting you. Okay? Mm-hmm. But it's not made for wagon horses or riding in. Mm-hmm. So that's one type of traction. Now the next, suppose you're going on a long trip and you're going to Wyoming with your pack horses, and you got a farrier and you ain't got a farrier way off somewhere. And so what I'd suggest here is you have to tap these. Now, Link, if you'll hold this or hand me that, you tap these, you drill 4 holes, and you tap them, and you take, and you just screw these boogers in. And these have tungsten on the actual, you put 4 in there, and actually the tungsten carbide is on that, it's brazed on the head of that. But when you're going to go on a trailer, you take these out. Of course, you'll use some Loctite once you get where you're going to put them in there. You take them out, and they come with a little cap, or you can put a little something in there. And then when you get where you're going, you just screw those in once you get your horse off the trailer. It's a great idea. This goes for anything you go. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you got the final is putting the borium on. And we're going to hold up right there, and we're going to show how to put borium actually on a shoe and to be permanent. Hang with us. Pull them mules in. We're going to be right back. And then we're going to actually get on some trips here, ain't we?
Sure are.